Hello everybody, Daniel Terry here with Logan Combs. Logan, appreciate you coming here to do the interview with us.
Appreciate it.
And we're excited about PPW, and we're excited about having an affiliation with the Air Wrestling. And I tell you what, Logan Combs making a mark in PPW.
That's right. See, I'm not here for pride. I'm here for money, women, and gold. If you ain't got those three, then you have nothing.
There you hear it from Logan Combs, a man with a lot of talent and a great hairdo.
It's a fancy hairdo. Fancy.
Hello everybody, welcome to Air Wrestling this week. Daniel Terry here with you along with my co-host Jon Diamond. And John, last week a good show here with Air TV. We partnered up with PPW and going to be bringing you some more of that show this week that we did with PPW.
Had Toby Farley get a big win. Your boy Draven Lee get a big win.
My boy, how's he?
You're a big Draven Lee fan. But tonight, television champions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Looking forward to that. Another big match too. We're gonna have Logan Combs taking on Ryan Jeffries, and those are two names that a lot of people down in Middle Tennessee is gonna recognize.
Yeah, I've seen both of them a time or two. They're impressive, that's for sure.
A lot of how would you put it? Crazy offense in their matches, seems like.
They're daredevils, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, some big things going on with Air Wrestling right now, John. One of the bigger things that I want to pass along to you guys, finally, after a lot of emails and a lot of people asking us at the shows about it, Air store is finally open on airwrestling.com.
Yeah, t-shirts of Era, all of your favorite wrestlers, Payne, Noah Richards, Dragon Lee, Wild Willie D, just about everybody. You either get an Era water bottle,
now,
you can get hoodies.
We also want to remind everybody at home, if there's someone that you would like merchandise for that's not on there, send us an email.
Yep,
Write us, let us know. As always, we encourage you to do that anyway. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know what we can do to make it better for you, the fans, the customers of Air Wrestling. Now, John, we're real excited about that store, and we think that the merchandise on there that folks are seeing, it's a great value for number one, which we really searched trying to find somebody to do that with us that was going to give the folks the best value that we could. Anything to add?
Hey, I'm just ready to get into the action.
Well, I agree. So, without further ado, folks, we're going to take you to a PPW match. And as we mentioned earlier, Logan Combs and Ryan Jeffries know each other very well. And we're going to take you up to that match right now. We hope you enjoy it.
All right, John, here we go. Logan Combs taking on Ryan Jeffries.
Just in case you haven't noticed, and the people watching at home hadn't noticed, there's a hair of a size advantage here.
There's definitely a size advantage. Ryan Jeffries certainly got it. But Logan, he probably makes up for that size advantage somewhat with speed. But you've heard me say it on this program time and time again. A real good big man beats a real good little man any day of the week.
That's true, and we pretty much got a wild boar taking on a rooster at this point in time.
A rooster?
Yeah. You look at his hair.
Well, he's real proud of that hairstyle, man. You might want to watch what you say.
It's fancy hair.
It's pretty fancy, yeah. And there you see a pinfall attempt, and Logan getting out there on a 2 count.
Is that where his strength comes from? His hair? Is like Samson?
Well, I wouldn't know. But I do know this. Weird hairstyle or not, he's one of the better wrestlers that you're going to see in Tennessee.
Well, I've heard that, and I have seen him wrestle before. He is pretty good. Like we said, they're both more or less daredevils. They'll do anything to get the match won. They really don't care how badly hurt they are at the end of it, as long as they won, do they?
Well, it doesn't seem to be a deciding factor in their decision making. That's for sure.
He reversed that headlock into a headlock. Seems logical, doesn't it?
Well, I guess so. I don't know. When I wrestled, I never done a lot of headlocks. It's usually
Punch him in the mouth.
yeah, that was pretty much the offense.
It worked, didn't it?
Well, yeah, for the most part.
Well, back in my managing days, I pretty much ran.
You ran.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember that. But here we go off the ropes right here, and well,
Oh.
I think Logan might have ducked that, and Ryan came back behind him and got him with a clothesline anyway.
Well, hey, it worked. He took him down, and now he's got the upper hand.
And now he goes for another one. Logan ducks
Oh.
it, and a big belly to belly.
That might be it.
And I tell you what, I wouldn't have been surprised if that move would have got the pinfall right there, John, because that was a very impressive belly suplex.
Well, I think Logan needs to owe all of his success so far in this match to his fancy hair.
Well, I'm sure Logan probably agree with you. But something we should probably point out to the folks at home, we mentioned that these guys know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
Mentioned that before, and the thing that we I think left out was the fact that Ryan Jeffries actually had a big hand in training Logan Combs.
Really?
So it's kind of like the student taking on the teacher here somewhat.
I think Logan was in the ropes on that one.
Yeah, I think he was too. And what do we got coming up right here? We're going to go in the corner, and
big
here
chop.
we go. Now, this right here is my style of wrestling right here. This is what I like to see.
Taking the hide off the chest. Yeah, you've known to be doing that stuff quite a bit, weren't you?
I've done it a time or two, I can remember.
Oh, and Logan's coming back with chops of his own.
Yeah, now he's showing that he can hang with Ryan here. And here he goes in the corner. What do you do right here? It looked like a kick right in the chin.
I can't help but think, though, if the shoe was on the other foot and Ryan was the one doing that, had a lot more impact. There's a lot more weight to be flying.
Well, of course, Ryan's always going to have more impact with these type of maneuvers.
Big
Man,
drop kick.
that could have been a little low. I couldn't tell from our angle. And probably should point out, probably should have done it last week as well. Camera angle's not what the folks at home's probably used to in a new location, and I guess it's going to take us a little while to adjust. And
oh, big kick to the
man,
face.
looked like a kick right to the temple right there by Ryan Jeffries.
I think Logan's trying to take a breather.
He's taking his time, and that's smart. I know a lot of folks at home might be thinking, he's slowing the pace down a little bit. And that may be a bit boring to watch. But as a wrestler, sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to slow the pace down. You have to get the cobwebs out and gather your thoughts before you get back in that ring, John.
Well, I mean, most matches are won with the brain, not the fist, right?
I would say all of them are won that way. And here you got a monkey flip. Don't see that every day.
Especially to a guy his size.
Might have hurt Ryan Jeffries. He's favoring his back there, and a big elbow drop by Logan Combs. And the pin attempt. And I think he just got a 1 count right there, John.
Well, I think you were right. It probably did hurt Ryan Jeffries on that monkey flip, but I'm willing to bet a nickel that Logan's not going to lose his sleep over.
No, for whatever reason, I'm not real sure what it is. These guys have had a falling out over the last year or so.
Oh, face first.
And a big clothesline. Yeah, John, and he just about turned him a flip on that and going for the pinfall right here. And, oh, man, was he ever close.
I'm pretty sure on that clothesline his heart and his brain switched places.
Now, Ryan Jeffries is known, even though he does have, even visually at home, you can see that he's a bigger man. He's known to be very agile. He's known to pull off a lot of maneuvers. And a neck breaker right there by Ryan. And going for the pinfall.
He grabbed the referee's hand.
Yeah, a lot of pin attempts already attempted in this match. And that's smart wrestling, John. You never know when you're going to catch a guy a little groggy and get the 3 count.
Plus, it spends up a lot of energy just kicking out. You'll wear a man down just pinning him over.
And what's he going to do right here? Looks like he'll go maybe for a power bomb. And he's got him up. And
onto his knees.
What would you call that?
I have no idea. A power bomb backbreaker? That's me guessing.
And another near fall. I'll tell you what, man.
I don't know how he kicked out of that one.
Me either. Logan Combs.
Must be the hair.
It's got to be the hair. It's got to be the fancy hair. And here we got a whip out of the corner. And what we got here? A big backdrop. Folks, let me tell you something. That is painful.
Well, he don't look like it tickled.
And going to the corner once again. What do we got coming in here?
Going for another backdrop.
No, Logan cuts him off with a big kick. And
big hurricane.
Hurricane. And Logan going for a pin of his own. And got a very, very near fall right there. And I'll tell you something, John. A lot of the moves that you're seeing these guys do are high impact. The whole time these guys have been wrestling in here, it's just one high impact move right after the other.
And when you're the size of Ryan, high impact moves are higher impact moves.
Well, I agree with that. And here you got Ryan once again. You can see that's where that size comes into play as he just turns Logan around and takes over.
Oh, right in the chest.
Yeah, in the chest right there. And what do we got coming up right here, John?
I don't know. He's a big man to be going up.
Well, I've seen Ryan many times over the last few years.
Oh,
and he's
lost his bounce.
Maybe he's tangled up somehow in the ropes.
Where's Logan going?
I have no idea what Logan's doing right here. He's actually climbing up into the rafters here in the building they're in tonight. I have no idea what he's trying to do here, John.
I've never seen this done before. I mean, that's a dangerous place to be.
Oh, man alive! That was both feet squarely to the chest of Ryan Jeffries. And Logan Combs trying to overcome that size advantage. And a move like that right there, folks, that's going to do it.
I don't know how Ryan Jeffries is moving right now. I don't know how he's alive.
And here he's back up top again. What's he going to do right here? And he's letting Ryan get to his feet. I don't like that. He should have stayed on top of him. Oh man. Ryan Jeffries.
Power bomb. 1, 2, 3.
He got him.
I can't believe it.
I cannot believe Ryan Jeffries has won this match, John. I can't believe it.
I hear you've got some pre-recorded comments from Payne.
I sure do. We'll go ahead and take you to that right now.
Hello everybody, Daniel Terry here with the Era Television Champion Payne. And Payne, here in Cookeville, Tennessee, a big debut for you here with PPW Wrestling. Now let's touch just a little bit about what you think is going to be in store for you in PPW, and as well, you got a big opponent coming up with Draven Lee for the Era Television Championship.
I'll just make PPW short and sweet. It's just going to be like Era Wrestling. I'm going to go through the competition and go straight to the top. If there's a belt to be held, you know it's going to be around my waist. So not only will I be Era TV champion, I'll be whatever PPW champion is too. And as far as Draven Lee thinking he's ever going to get his hands on this title, son, it just ain't going to happen.
Are you in the woods about where to find Era TV once it goes off the air? Well, don't get angry. We have a solution. Just head over to EraWrestling.com for all the news and information you'd ever want to know about Era Wrestling. And don't forget, we're also on Twitter for all you tweeters out there. So, getting a little happier now? Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook. Happier now? Thought so. Era Wrestling. We are everywhere.
Hello, welcome back everybody, and a big win for Ryan Jeffries, John.
It don't matter about Ryan Jeffries. What matters is the interview you done with the Air Television champion, Payne. That's what matters.
Well, sure it matters. What's your point?
I mean, that's what people tune into this show to see. Payne and Noah Richards. Now, it's a crime that Noah Richards ain't on here this week. At least we got Payne. We got him in the main event this week.
Well, yes, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Payne defending the title, but we're not really here to talk about that right now. We're here to do a mailbag segment. I've done one of those in a long time, and looking forward to hearing some questions from the folks that are reviewing Era Wrestling right now, and getting their input and seeing what they think about the show, John.
Well, the first question is, what made Era decide to partner up with another show? That's Ronnie from Sunbright.
Well, I would assume Ronnie's talking about, we had last week the PPW
And this week.
partnership, and this week, and I think that's something that's going to be a reoccurring thing here with Air Wrestling. I think, especially with PPW, management between both companies get along very well. And the reason we decided to go ahead and do a partnership is because PPW is a show that's based in Middle Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Air Wrestling being based in East Tennessee, pretty much all different roster with PPW than with Air. And we felt like Air Wrestling that we would be able to bring maybe a different product that maybe some of you guys at home may be wanting to see that maybe we're not giving you right now. So the answer to that question, real simple, is we wanted to make sure we was bringing the folks at home the best show we can bring them.
Makes sense. Of course, by doing that, all you got to do is have Payne on here every week.
Oh man,
Or Richard on here every week. But
well, they just about are.
he is TV champion.
Well, he is TV champion. What's no Richard's excuse?
He's just that good.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Alice from Rockwood wants to know, how does one get invited to attend the Era TV taping?
Well, I think it was a couple weeks back. We during the show, we had mentioned to the folks at home that we were going to start making those TV tapings available to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Up until this point, all TV tapings have been closed to the public because they've pretty much all been tryout matches. A lot of the TV tapings, and it's something that most hall wrestling companies do when they're starting out, like Air Wrestling is, they close their tapings to the public because they're trying to solidify who they're going to have as a roster. We're no exception. We're doing the same thing right now, still in the process of doing that, John. But we are far enough along that we're getting comfortable enough to start inviting a few people from the public to Era TV tapings. So here's how you're going to get to do it. If you're watching at home and you would be interested in coming to view an Era Wrestling television taping, all you have to do, send us an email to arawrestling.com, or you can contact us on Facebook and let us know that you'd be interested in that. We will need your information as far as your email address. That's pretty much all we'll need, I guess.
Yeah, so we can contact.
Yeah, and where you're from. We'd like to know that. But that's all you got to do. And then we'll send you back information as we do TV tapings. You'll be on a list. We will send you information, but we should probably point out to the folks at home, John, only about 40 people is the most we're ever going to invite to those tapings. That's it. That's the cutoff. And
Pretty much first come, first serve, isn't it?
well, it is. And if you're interested in coming to those tapings, it's not going to cost you anything if you're invited by Air Wrestling. But if you are interested, you need to hurry up and get your information into us, because I think the last taping that we did that was actually closed to the public, we wound up with 30 some odd people. And that was kind of a surprise to me, because none of them were really invited. It was actually staff and staff's family and that kind of thing. So space is limited. We'll put it like that. But I hope that answers the question. And interesting thing about that question, we got a lot of interest in air wrestling down in Roane County too. So
Yeah.
we are looking at Roane County as a possible place for air wrestling to come to.
And up next, we've got a non-title, let me emphasize that, non-title match. Television champion Payne and Bobby Dark.
Well, the interesting thing about this match, both of those guys are current members of the Air Wrestling roster.
Mm-hmm.
But what's odd is they were both scheduled to wrestle for PPW even before we signed on to come in and do the show with them as Air Wrestling. So it's interesting that they were scheduled in that match together. But that's just the way that the PPW office scheduled it. And we're looking forward to seeing it, I know. And I don't see any point in wasting any more time. We're going to take you right on up to the ring.
All right, John. Bobby Dark taking on television champion Payne.
Who exactly is that ringside with Payne?
I have no idea.
What, he go out and get in the manager or something?
I really don't know, John. I don't even know the guy's name. He just came out here with Payne, and I really have never seen him before in my life.
Well, to be honest with you, I ain't very happy about it. Hopefully this is just a Pride Pro Wrestling thing.
Well, maybe, but I'll tell you one thing. Payne is dismantling Bobby Dark right now.
Yeah, this is not really what you call a wrestling match. This is a beating is all it is.
Now, I wonder if the guy on the outside may just be scouting. You know, I don't know.
We'll go with that. We'll go with he's scouting.
But I know that you'll get an opportunity to talk to Payne about it and see what's going on.
But if he is out here scouting, I highly doubt he's getting impressed by Bobby Dark right now.
No, he's really not had much of an opportunity to show what he can do as of yet.
Well, we've seen Bobby Dark a couple times past few weeks. We know he has potential. We know he may become a great wrestler one of these days. But right now, he's completely outmatched. Payne's bigger. He's more experienced. He's better. All around, he's better.
Well, and let's not leave out the fact that he probably got 100 pounds on him.
Well, of course.
I mean, I know you did say he's bigger, but that's an understatement.
Yeah. Of course, some of that weight is that Era Television Championship.
You don't have it on in there right now, does it?
No, but it's there. It's there in spirit because he is the Era Television Champion. And he's going to stay that way even when he does get in the ring with Dragon Lee. I don't think punching Payne in the face is going to work.
No, that's not the best game plan. I think Bobby Dark is at a stage in his career right now. He's trying to figure out who he is, especially in the ring. He's trying to figure out what exactly he brings to the table. And I'm going to tell you something. I hope Bobby Dark's listening to this. Going toe-to-toe with a guy like Payne is not going to get you where you want to be.
Well, unless you want to be in a hospital. It'll get you that quick.
And he's just going to have to understand. I would assume he does have a speed advantage. I've yet to see him use it. And here, this guy on the outside, you see him getting involved over here. And you see Payne distracting the referee here. Something going on. Looks to me like there's some kids. I can't tell from my vantage point, but it looks like there's some kids over here, and Payne's jawing back and forth with them, trying to keep the referee distracted.
Well, and as you can see on the screen here, the store is open. There is some Payne t-shirts in there. There are some Noah Richards t-shirts in there.
Is that it?
No, there's t-shirts with Payne and Noah Richards.
Okay. Just leave everybody else out.
Well, there is a shirt that has the Era Television Championship on there, so if Draven Lee really wants to become a TV champion, that's probably the closest he's going to get. Buy a shirt with a belt already on it.
Well, and folks, we want to encourage you to go to that store. Here we go. Bobby Dark mounting some offense right here.
It's about time.
And I tell you what, he better do something quick.
Yeah, it's over.
There you go. I was just going to say, better do something quick because he's not going to keep Payne in that position for long. And sure enough, looked like a headbutt to the sternum.
Yeah, Bobby Dark's down. When you can't breathe, you can't wrestle.
I find it weird that these guys would get scheduled on a PPW event against each other. There we go. Bobby Dark drop kicking the knee out from under Payne right there.
Well, he better enjoy this advantage while he has it.
And here he goes up top. What's he going to do? And Payne grabs him, going for the choke slam. Here we go. And no, Bobby Dark reverses it. And a hip toss to Payne.
That's a fluke.
And a drop kick to follow it up.
It's a fluke.
And he's going for a pinfall. A 2. And that has to be considered an upset for him to get a 2 count, John.
It's going to take more than that to beat Payne.
Well, I agree, but I'm telling you right now, Bobby Dark showing, he might just be just a little bit of time away from being a key player here with Air Wrestling.
Well, it's going to take time. I think getting in the ring with Payne at this point in his career, it's not going to help him.
Well, sure it'll help. It always helps anybody you get in the ring with. You learn. Right now he's learning how to get choked.
Yeah.
But you learn how to put yourself in a situation to win. And you have to learn how to do that with anybody. Here, like Payne needs any help from the outside.
Well, we can already see that if that guy is scouting, he's not interested in Bobby Dark.
Oh, well, maybe some sort of alliance formed between Payne and what looks to be, I guess, a Middle Eastern.
Looks like it. Is he going for the power bomb already?
It looks like it. Looks like a power bomb.
Oh, the corner.
Man. And he may have just got paralyzed, John.
He went back first and then turnbuckle. The back of his head hit. I don't see how he's even awake.
That was very dangerous, and it shows you. I don't know what Payne's problem is here, John, but he's definitely got a mean streak this week. And what do we got here?
I don't know what that is.
I guess you're out of the loop, John. I've never seen that before either. And a 3 count.
That's it.
And Payne is going to win your match right here this week.
That's not a surprise.
With Era Wrestling and Pride Pro Wrestling. And folks, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know who this guy is, but he has definitely went out and scouted and looks like formed an alliance with right now Era Wrestling's top performer.
Well, you can't blame him, man. He is the Era Television champion.
Folks, we're out of time. We got to go. We'll see you next time.